Hi guys, it's me, Carolyn Scott Hamilton, the Healthy Voyager, and this time you're setting sail with me on a Caribbean Holland America cruise. Join me on a round-trip luxury Holland America cruise from Fort Lauderdale to Grand Turk, San Juan, Puerto Rico, St. Martin, and Half Moon Cay, Bahamas. From the moment I stepped onto the Eurodam, I was in heaven, a veritable floating city. This floating fortress has 5 restaurants, several bars, a coffee shop, nightclub, casino, movie theater, business center, retail shops, 2 pools, state-of-the-art gym, spa, salon, basketball court, and a 2-story live show auditorium. You want for nothing on the ship, and it almost feels like 7 days just isn't enough to experience it all, but I sure gave it a try. After getting comfy on the ship, it was time for our first port of call, Grand Turk. Guests of the Eurodam are given a wide variety of activities to choose from at each port, and for this stop, I chose to get a bird's-eye view of the island with mountain air choppers. The flight showcases the entire coast to visit outer keys, popular shark and stingray areas of the reef, as well as the historical Imperial Lighthouse built in 1852, as well as a 190-year-old sunken shipwreck. The entire heli tour is an unobstructed view of the country's incredible coast, plus you may get a good look at the ship from above. The tour was great and still gave me time to enjoy the island by squeezing in a swim at Shipwreck Beach and to see the free exhibit that features amazing replicas unique to the Mercury space program, which included detailed replica of the Friendship 7, Atlas rocket, and yep, John Glenn. So I'm back on the boat. As you can see, Grand Turk is behind me. I got to swim in the beautiful crystal blue waters. I got to helicopter around the island. I got to check out a really cool shipwreck. And now it's time for me to head off to Puerto Rico. Back on board, it was time for dinner, and that means choosing from one of the many dining options available on the Eurodam. Holland America prides itself on its tremendous options for veggie and special diet travelers, and to say I was impressed is an understatement. A little playtime and a little work, and I was off to indulge in the hefty menu of vegan options before some entertainment and heading down to the galley for a peek. You can see I'm walking through the galley of this massive ship. Apparently they make a gajillion meals a day. So I see them doing ice carving. I see them doing a lot of cool food prep back here. Lots going on in the galley. So let's see what they're doing down here.
Welcome to the galley.
So here with Chef Ed. He is the executive chef here of the Eurodam, and we were just chatting a little bit about how many meals you make on the ship daily. How many meals do you make daily?
This is around 10,000 meals a day.
The Eurodam kitchen and staff are a well-oiled machine, cooking, baking, and making works of culinary art from scratch daily. And speaking of culinary art, you're gonna love what I find on board next. Okay, so I'm here with Rico and Melody. We're in the Culinary Arts Studio where they do cool cooking shows and demonstrations. I know upcoming they're doing a mixology class, which is so cool. Such a fun added event to add to people's experience here on the ship. A state-of-the-art demonstration kitchen for presentations, classes, mixology, and more. I learned this from John Taffer.
Enjoy your smile.
Sugar rim Tuscan lemon drop.
And top it up with the fresh rosemary sprig.
Yeah.
Tuscan lemon drop.
Thank you, Romel. No, I'm gonna try it. That is awesome. It's really light. It's not overly sweet. It's really delicious. Cheers. Another night, another dinner, and I have to say, hands down, Tamarind was my favorite dining experience and bar on the ship. With delicious Asian fare, there's so many options for all sorts of diners in this serenely elegant setting. Guests will dine on exotic fare while being transported to the Far East, steps away from their staterooms. just got off the boat and I'm off to explore San Juan. My next port of call was a full day in San Juan, Puerto Rico. While there were a number of activities to choose from, I opted to stick around town and check out the local points of interest, such as the beach and historic sites, such as the Capitol and Fort, as well as a little shopping and, of course, dining. As you can see behind me, this is the iconic Castillo San Felipe. It's the one that's right on the tip here that kind of overlooks the ocean as well as the port. So when you're coming in, you pass right by it, and we're on the cruise ship. And this is a very famous cemetery right on the ocean as well. It's Maria Magdalena. She was an Italian nun, apparently. And Raul Julia and a bunch of other celebrities are buried in the cemetery, so it's quite famous. So I'm gonna check this stuff out, but then I'm gonna head to Old San Juan to do some shopping and just check out the beautiful little windy roads and cafes. Let's go. The historic district of Old San Juan is vibrant and colorful. Small streets lined with cafes and shops, and a stone's throw from a must-visit in San Juan, the historic fortress of Castillo San Felipe del Morro. Castillo San Felipe del Morro, most commonly known as El Morro, is a large fortress and citadel in the historic district of Old San Juan, Puerto Rico. Commissioned by Charles I of Spain in 1539, it was built as a fortified tower in honor of Philip II and was once attacked by Sir Francis Drake. Today, it's a National Historic Site and fascinating monument to the bold aspirations and ingenuity of Western military and cultural tradition. Back in Old Town San Juan, I took in some shopping and sights while in search for a delicious meal. So I'm here at Cafe Berlin. I've been dying to try this place. It's right in Old Town San Juan, so you can't miss it when you're sightseeing. And the reason why I wanted to come is because with my fellow travelers, they can get what they want, and I could get what I wanted, which was vegan mofongo. And I got tostones, and I got vegan dumplings, and I'm ready to chow. After a long day of sightseeing, I made a beeline to Greenhouse Spa for some relaxing treatments before my next onboard dining experience. So I'm at our evening group dinner, and tonight we're at Canaletto, which is their Italian-themed restaurant. And this zucchini, totally vegan zucchini, portobello mushroom noodles are the bomb. It's garlicky, it's warm, the portobello mushroom is delicious. Everything's been fantastic. The wine, last night at Tamarind, everything was great. Delicious Asian food. The food on the ship has been wonderful, so I'm gonna head back to it. So as you can see behind me, it's a scoot coupe. I'm gonna be zipping this thing around St. Martin and checking out these sites. Hopefully I get to see the French side of the island as well as the Dutch side of the island. But join me and let's go. I love being given the option to see San Martin via these fun buggies versus a tour bus or van, especially on such a beautiful day. Got sand in my eyes, sand in my teeth, but the beach is right there. We made it over to the French side of the island for cocktails and some beach time before heading back for some shopping on the Dutch side. So I'm here on beautiful Orient Beach, which is on the French side of the island here in St. Martin. I believe just down the way, it's a clothing optional beach. So if that's your jam, you can do that here. I think we're on the family side, which is good for my PG viewers. But yeah, the water feels great. It's beautiful. We scoot cooped all the way here from the Dutch side, and I would imagine we're gonna kind of go around after we take a break here at the beach. Sint Maarten, part of the Kingdom of the Netherlands, is a country on the southern part of a Caribbean island shared with Saint Martin, a French overseas collectivity. The island boasts beautiful lagoons and beaches, as well as cobblestone streets and colorful colonial-style buildings and rich history. As much as I loved St. Martin, I was excited to be back on board as tonight's planned activity was poised to be a good one. I'm about to take a cooking class here on the Euro Dam. It's really rad. It's a 3-course meal, and because you have to stick to health code, we get to make the food and we get to eat it, but we don't get to eat what we make. The chefs make it, so that's pretty cool. But it's a cool 3-course menu. It's 2 starters, or a starter and a side, and then a main. I'm veganizing 2 of the starters, and I'm pretty stoked to see how they work their cooking classes.
Of course, this part, be very careful, watch your hands. You want to make a couple cuts parallel to the cutting board. This is going to give you a nice, fine dice on it. Now, you can see, let's check it. Onion is still together. All right, I've already made a lot of chops and it's still together. Now, chop it like you normally would, and you've got an even dice on your onions, and you didn't have to chase it all over the cutting board, which is what I always tend to do. All right? Makes sense? Voila!
Now I'm peeling my ginger, and I'm going to grate it. Got my onions that I didn't have to chop myself today because Melody showed us a fun technique. And then it's basically throwing it all in the pot and putting it in the blender. Easy peasy. Okay, we're going to saute the onions and then a little bit of ginger. And that's going to get all the aroma and the aromatics going. And then we throw everything else in, let it simmer, blend it, good to go. All right, ready to enjoy, hot or cold, the Vitamix. Garnish it with your crema, and it's good to go. Fun, and then food, food, and more food. The Eurodam has 7 dining experiences, all of which showcase a wide variety of cuisines for every kind of cruiser, while the onboard entertainment offers live stage productions that rival Broadway, live music by the BB Kings and other musical guests, a dance club, plus events like an onboard pub crawl. There's no shortage of things to do on a Holland America cruise. Sadly, it was time for our last port of call, but it promised to be a great day of fun in the sun on Moon Cay, a private island in the Bahamas. This final stop allowed guests to frolic in the sun, be it swimming, snorkeling, kayaking, biking, or just plain sunbathing. I got a special made veggie burger, and what's really great is they wrap it in tinfoil so it's not on the same grill as the meat. So for all you vegans, they do it right here at the Island Grill on Moon Cay. I'd hazard to guess that this port of call is the one folks look forward to the most, as it really is a day to just relax and recharge on this crystalline Bahamian beach. But me being me, I had to soak in everything the island had to offer. So I booked a snorkel trip, did some kayaking, and topped it off with some biking before boarding the ship for my last night on the Eurodam. Moon Cay is an idyllic castaway island in the Bahamas with a white sandy beach lapped by calm cerulean blue waters. This port of call is exclusively used by cruises that include this heavenly hideaway on their itinerary, so it's a special treat for guests of Holland America to get a beach paradise all to themselves. The sun was about to set on yet another magical day, but not before we made the last night on board a special celebration for everyone. Cheers from Holland America Line.